I'm Lacon, president of Got It Today. Well, we're here because it's a taboo issue in some places, periods. I was 13 years old, and it was the summer prior to going to the 8th grade. Now, my mom did tell me, she forewarned me about this thing coming, but I was always like, I don't have to deal with that. And I remember coming home from the hair salon, going to the bathroom, and I see this stain in my undergarment. And I was like, it's here. It was scary in the sense that it was something new happening in my life, and that it's so obvious that it's happening because it's blood. It's red, it's blood, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you just don't see this stuff coming out all the time, So it was like, oh my gosh, it was a shock to my system. I had to deal with purchasing sanitary napkins. I used to get so embarrassed, my gosh. Like, especially if there's a guy or male at the counter, I'm like, oh my God, he knows what I'm doing with this product, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And so that was another thing, like, I'm very private. So purchasing a product like that from a male, in a sense, was a little embarrassing. Okay. I used the sanitary napkin. I was always afraid to use a tampon. Just the thought of inserting something up, it just was not appealing to me. And with that sanitary napkin product, I had a lot of issues. Not health issues per se, but issues revolving leakage. So in the past, what was happening was I would have to change every hour and a half or 2 hours. If I didn't, leakage would definitely occur. I never went to church the first day of my period, never. It was very challenging in that sometimes the doors are locked of the church and you just can't go to the bathroom. You have to stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. And we all know sometimes when you sneeze, cough, laugh, a gush comes out and you're like, I can't go to the bathroom, and it's like I'm wearing bright colors, light colors, I'm not wearing black. So that was another challenge. At night, I would experience leakage on the sheets, which sometimes went through to the mattress. It's very expensive, washing clothes, doing those things. So what I had to do is put a yoga mat on the bed at night to prevent the leakage from soiling my sheets, the mattress, and things of that nature. Interesting. It was my husband that told me about this new sanitary napkin by Jewel Sanitary Napkins. So he said, try it. And I was a little skeptical because I've been using the same product from 13 to 49. And I'm very routine. I'm like, if I'm using this product, even though it wasn't the best, but that was the only product that I knew, I was skeptical. And I said, all right, so I'll try it. So I started with the panty liner, and it felt so invisible, comfortable, and I loved the panty liner. I had extreme cramping. I guess you call it premenstrual cramping. I never really had that too much, but for me, my cramping was so severe that if I did not take a pain reliever medicine 2 days prior before being on my period, it was just too late. What's happening now I started using the Jewel panty liner, so I had severe cramping for almost 2 weeks. So I had to put a heating pad on my stomach. So I was telling my husband about it, and he was like, well, maybe your body is detoxing from all the years of using the other product. And I think he was right. You may experience some cramping initially because, again, it may be like a detoxing shock. But other than that, just push through it and just go for it. My cycle has also decreased. So whereas before I was 7 days, now I'm on for 4 days. So if I come on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, by Thursday, Friday, I'm back to a panty liner. Never, ever has that ever happened. And I no longer sleep with a yoga pad, a yoga mat. I'm done. And I go to church the first day if I come on. It was very challenging and scary to try that for the first time, but I did it. And I had on the long black jacket just in case, because I wasn't sure, but it never failed. You have more confidence. You know, you don't have confidence when you walk in a room and you're looking behind you thinking like, is there a spot on my pants, you know? So that's what I would recommend. Try the panty liner. Start off with the panty liner, and then depending on your period and your flow, start off with the super overnight, and then start wearing that, and then you'll see a difference. It definitely is the $6, and what I find is the bulk pads, you have to change more often, so you're using them more often. So with Jewel, it's different amounts for different ones. So the panty liner has, I believe, 30 in there, and then the super overnight, I believe it has 6 or 8 in there, and you don't use them as much. With the Jewel super overnight, 4 hours the first day, so I would go through 3 pads as opposed to 8. So 50% changed, you know, cut off. We have a new e-commerce platform, Got It Today, so they can check out the website, gotittoday.com, and they can look up the product. It's going to be a launch product, so I'm very excited about that. You know, again, I'm very passionate about this because this is really something that has changed my life. And not only my life, my daughters use it. It's changed their life. I think it's changed my husband's life. And this Jewel sanitary napkin is a game changer, and I love it.